Jordan Addison looks super smooth as a route runner. It is quite evident which guy was the most talented out there, and that is Jordan Addison.
Welcome into another Purple Insider Extra. Jonathan Harrison here, joined once again by Purple Insiders Matthew Coller and Coller. Today was the first day of rookie minicamp. Media was allowed there for one day and this day only. What did you take away from the limited time you got to see the Vikings rookies in action today?
Yeah, one thing that's interesting about rookie minicamp is how much differently Kevin O'Connell handles it from Mike Zimmer. When Mike Zimmer was in charge, he was having those guys get out there and do some 11-on-11 work at full speed. And a lot of times we could really get a first impression of how a lot of the rookies looked. I remember Ty Conklin standing out, for example, or Kellen Mond having some early struggles that were predictive of what would happen in his future. But with this setup, they are much more running individual drills with only a little bit of 7-on-7s at the end. Kevin O'Connell said after practice that he thinks that it's quite important to not overdo it when it comes to that, because he doesn't want anybody to get injured and then get set back for OTAs and minicamp. And that's where, those guys are going to take their big steps forward in the prelude to, training camp, where the real battles start to take place. So this is more of a teach them a couple of the key things that they'd like them to know early on, scheme-wise, see how guys react to that and just their understanding of it, but not overdo it and risk injury. With that said, I can tell you that Jordan Addison looks super smooth as a route runner. I mean, you could tell. You wouldn't need someone to give you a roster to figure out which guy was Jordan Addison, because he stands out so much in just his movement skill, just watching the way he catches passes. And I know we're only watching individual drills, but it is quite evident which guy was the most talented out there, and that is Jordan Addison. Also notable to me that after practice, not that this would reference what happened in practice, but just the team's overall intrigue with Andre Carter and Ivan Pace, two of the guys that they paid the most for to get in as undrafted free agents. Kevin O'Connell talked about the team really having a lot of discussions about drafting Andre Carter, who they ended up giving over $300,000 to as an undrafted free agent, put up huge numbers in 2021 at Army as a pass rusher. And then Ivan Pace had tremendous numbers, but he's undersized. But the Vikings actually kind of like that in their linebackers. So these guys might be some to watch that got some name drops there today. But it was not, I would say, an intense practice that we could come away with too many hot takes off of.
That's been another Purple Insider Extra for Bring Me the Sports. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the Purple Insider Podcast wherever you get your podcast. Talk to you next time.